Well, hello there and welcome, my Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need reading for the new moon in January, which is new moon in Aquarius on the 24th, going through to the new moon in Leo, February 9th, I believe. Yeah, I got it on my calendar right there. Welcome, I am your reader, Markangelo Lyons, Mal for short, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, professional wedge, professional intuitive, and friend of many, an Aquarian across the board in this lifetime. Damn happy to be serving you all. Please welcome to the channel, and if you are new, please like and subscribe. I'm making my way to 1,000 subscribers so I can monetize, so I can do super live chat, make a little coin on the sign, toss some coins at your witcher. Just came up with that today. Not very original, but cracking me up, which is most important. I have made a promise, however, to my subscribers that once I get super live chat, I will do a little ditty called Drunk Tarot. There's a link in the description box below to a video that I did called Clarifying Drunk Tarot. It's my favorite video of 2019. Please go watch it. It makes me laugh, and you'll see what that's all about. I promise to do it once a month for the first couple of months once I have super live chat. Cool, cool. To get down to business, though, this is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You'll know what resonates by how it feels in the body. How I know a reading is not for me, it's meh. Right? Like, maybe, maybe not, right? If there's no animation in the energy field, it's just doesn't resonate for me. But if it's like triggery in any way, I pay attention, right? If it's particularly something I don't want to hear, it's like, okay, what's that about? What's reacting inside of me? So please do check your other signs. Not everything's going to resonate for everybody. They are general reads in the quantum field of so many people, right? So you do your best to just pull the themes that come through the intuitive process. I am clairvoyant empathic, but also working with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different divination systems. So we're trying to pull in different symbolism here to help you get a theme. Cool, cool. So do check your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising. Get a fuller picture. Also, the What Do I Need reads are a little bit shorter than what I usually do because they're about a specific amount of time. And sort of like going to a card of the day, right? And saying, what's my card of the day? Try it, though, if you're doing that. What do I need today, right? Except this is for half of a moon cycle, in our case. The new moon in Aquarius to full moon in Leo. Just a reminder, though, because I looked it up in my Llewellyn's Witches calendar. The full moon is on the 9th, but it's at 2:33 a.m. Eastern. So you really, if you're going to do full moon stuff, Saturday night, the 8th, you want to do it that night because that is on the waxing side of things. Otherwise, you know, you do it Sunday morning, it's going to be on the waiting side, of course, depending on how you want to work that. I've been teaching witchcraft forever, and there's a link in the description box below to my Vimeo on-demand stuff. We taught 12 classes on Vimeo on basic art and science of witchcraft, if you want to check that out. It was 2016. It's a fun series. Cool, cool. Other than that, let's keep in mind, a What Do I Need read is just that, asking the divine, what do I need, right? In other words, I get that I'm a soul that incarnated, right, that was chosen to play the human game, to play the role in the body of the personality, which is the name of the body, right? So I get it. What do I need? Like, what do I need to play the game? What do I need to grow, to heal, to learn, what have you? And though I have done these readings before, my guides gave me a new way of doing it, still just picking one card from different decks, but I think you'll like the process this time. It's a little bit more fine-tuned in that we are going to be starting with the Daughters of the Moon Tarot card. That will be sort of like the foundation of the reading. Every other card will clarify that one. It's just a different way of doing it. Since we're only going to be working with one tarot deck, Daughters of the Moon, which I usually use for the divine feminine voice of the goddesses, which it will be because this is a lunar read, right? We're looking at new moon to full moon, a waxing phase, half of the cycle. Cool, cool. Last thing, just please remember to breathe consciously and deliberately as I go through this. I'm going to do my best to do the same. Keeps me in the present moment, plus you're an air sign, right? Sun, Moon, or Rising in Aquarius. So it makes us more present, more in alignment. And we are actually then simultaneously, though separated by time and space, tuning to the now, to the still point, where the divine can always be found in the present moment, in that still point, in that silence, in that place between the inhale and the exhale. I love that so much. That's where the reading is coming from, right? That's what I'm tuning to. And if you're doing the same, you're tuning to it in an internal way, where I'm tuning it to an internal way, but then expressing it through clairvoyance, empathy, and giving it the words that they give me to give. Cool? Clairaudiently, whatever you want to call that. Cool, cool. So, ready? Let's take a nice deep breath and do this. Still point. Here we go. Oh, my goddesses, please, one card in clarity. For the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising signs. For this new moon in Aquarius, their sign, to full moon in Leo, their opposite sign, in February. So January to February, new moon to full moon, 2020. Please, what do they need? Like, what do they need to look at? What do they need to address? What is the Daughters of the Moon tarot card? All the decks I read are in the description box at the bottom. What, my goddesses, is their dominant tarot card? Like, this whole next 2 weeks, this waxing moon, new to full, for them going to be about? You're going to like it. Ace of Blades, the Sibyl, has nothing to do with holding your water. You have to be of a certain age to get that reference. They like me. They really, really like me. Hold your water, Sibyl. The Sibyl is the Oracle of Delphi, all right? An oracle. Now, an oracle is different than a seer. Like, anybody can have, well, everybody does have intuition, but to have the clairvoyance of it all, that's something you can train yourself for, or perhaps you're already born with it. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's clairvoyance, right? But an oracle is different. It's something that is received from the divine. Like, the oracle doesn't plan. They just sort of open up. It's different than a seer who fine-tunes. It's sort of like being a prophet in a way. P-R-O-P-H-E-T. P-R-O-P-H-E-T, right? And I think that's very fitting for the Oracle of Delphi in terms of the Ace of Blades, as it is a new thought, right? Element of air, air sign. A thought, ooh, a new thing. And the vibe that I get on this is very new thing. Now, what I love about my aquariums, that's what I call my Aquarian friends, is that you guys are the rebels, right? Ruled by the planet Uranus. And look, I said Uranus instead of Uranus, because I can't fucking avoid that joke for anything. See, I just said it again. So it's that thing of, oh, ooh, didn't think of that before. I don't know if anybody's ever thought of that before. That sort of new, clear, exciting, perhaps rebellious, right? Perhaps revolutionary, right? Like, what's the difference between a rebel and a revolutionary? I think organization and other people, but we'll see, right? So that's what I mean. These reads are different this time because everything else is going to be clarifying what you need, a new idea, a new thought, and yes, can be a new offer of communication, certainly can be any of the air qualities, but that you get that it is a seed, a potentiality. Nowhere is it shown, nor are we pulling any other tarot where that's going to go. But if you are casting at new moon, in other words, planting a seed, this is a seed thought. So you could even cast, pray for, intend at the new moon in Aquarius, because it is obviously an air sign. New things that you want to know about, right? Like, I want to know more about, or I want to see this a new way. So much of psychological healing is just about seeing things from another perspective, particularly an Aquarian perspective, which is fixed air, which tends to be stratospheric, seeing the larger picture. You with me? Let's ask the angels. Healing with the Angels Oracle. Still point. My angels, please, one card in clarity for this Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising sign. What do they need? What is that new thought? What is that Ace of Blades, Sibyl, Oracle of Delphi about moment? What is this that they need for this new moon in Aquarius to full moon in Leo? Please, one card in clarity, my angels. Intention. Now, intention I associate with the element of fire, right? The things that you desire. intention, the way we've been teaching it, actually it's in Witch Class Cycle 3, Witch Class Cycle 2, class number 3, Spell Basics. I actually wrote a book about that too called Spell Ingredients, that entire class. It's in the links down below. It's on my website. That intention is the answer to 2 questions. What do I want? Element of fire, desire. But why do I want it, which is the motivating factor. Knowing what you want is not often enough to get you there. You have to kind of tune into why, which is sometimes more feeling oriented. So I want more money. What? So that I could buy more stuff. The why is there, but it doesn't necessarily have a lot of lift, right? Where I want more money. Why? So that I have the freedom to do the things that I want to do and create and just live my life to the best that I can be and not have to think about money and just be as generous and as... See what I mean? More fire, right? So you can breathe into that. So some thoughts about intention, right? A new thought of intention. A piece of air, a seed of air that leads to a deeper contemplation of fire, intention. What you want, why you want it, right? What we're going to do now is clarify that with half of the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack. Yeah, this time we're not dealing with the problem suit if you've been following along. This deck has 4 suits. The suit of problem, which is good to know what the problems are. What's the lead that needs to be alchemized into gold? It's good to know. That's half the deck, and that half is over there somewhere. We are using the other 3 suits for these because it is waxing moon, something that you want to build upon, and that is the suit of healing, the suit of luck, and the suit of grace, that you can implement this and wax it throughout the 2-week period from new to full. Cool, cool. Let's ask the Ascended Masters what you got, what you need. Nice deep breath. Empty the lungs first. Inhale. Still point. Oh, here we go. My Ascended Masters, please. 1 card in clarity for the Aquarian Collective Sun, Moon, Rising signs. What do they need from this new moon in Aquarius to full moon in Leo? For them, what do they need? A piece of healing, a piece of luck, a piece of grace. What do they need, considering they've got that Ace of Blades symbol with intention, please? What does the Masters have to say about this? Oh, truth. Now, there is no mistake that that card came out. That's why I pray and I bless the decks and shuffle before I hit record. But the intention for truth. Now, sorry, they're giving me Gloria Steinem here. Never apologize for Gloria Steinem. But it is Gloria Steinem who said that, yes, the truth will probably set you... Well, the truth will set you free, but it will probably piss you off first, right? So just be really, really clear that one seed thought of truth... Well, sorry, wrong card. One seed thought of truth. The symbol brings through a piece of truth can change everything. And I am willing to see truth no matter the outcome, no matter the consequences. I always want to know, what's the truth? What's the tea? No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade, but tell me the truth. I want to know the truth, because that could easily change your intention, right? It's about breathing healthy air into healthy fire. But if there are some false thoughts about the intention, it can toxify, it can intoxicate in not such a fun way the vibration of the intention. Like I said before, it's like, well, I want more money. Why? So that I can rule everybody and make them all grovel. You see what I mean? Like, that's even possible? No, right? It's a toxic thought. What is the truth? The truth under that thought is that I'm feeling unworthy and need to push other people down so I go up. Not healthy, not great. So what is the key of truth here? Hold the intention to see truth, understanding that truth changes things. Particularly if we've been deceived, deceiving others, or self-deceiving, which just comes with the human body, apparently, until you don't do it no more, right? The truth will set you free, probably piss you off first. So, to that end, since we've got truth on the table, we are going to ask for the voices of the higher selves of all involved to speak through the Whispers of Love Oracle. I love this deck. It is very loving. There is no go screw yourself cards in this deck. They're all pretty much loving. They are called the Whispers of Love. So let's get one from the higher selves of all involved. Nice deep breath. Oh, still point. the higher selves of all involved, please. One card in clarity for this Aquarian collective sun, moon, rising sign. For this new moon in Aquarius to full moon in Leo, January to February 2020, please. We've got the Oracle of Delphi here, the Sibyl, the Ace of Blades, the One of Blades. With intention, the angels are talking, and the masters are talking about truth. So that's really an ace of intention with truth. That's a lot. Very simple, very compact, but like a bullet, you know, a lot going on there. Please, the Ascended Masters of all involved, please clarify what's going on here. What do they need for this new moon to full moon next? Show simple acts of kindness. Very Aquarian. Yes, Aquarians can see the whole picture, but I think what we're dealing with here with an ace and with truth is something simple, right? Like I said, one truth can change the world, particularly if it's been hidden for a very long time. So show simple acts of kindness, and kindness kind of goes along with the Aquarian, egalitarian, humanitarian 11th house stuff. So that feels right, not just makes sense here, but makes sense here. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. So let's say you come across this truth. Well, be kind with that truth. Simple acts of kindness. Just because you see things clearly doesn't mean everybody else does, and kicking in their illusionary windows isn't kind. What you can do is hold that truth for yourself and live that truth by example through kindness. It is way more effective than pointing out where somebody's wrong. As a matter of fact, since the majority of my career I've been not just a reader but a spiritual teacher, my job is not to disprove anybody else's theory. I'm not here to correct people. Like, that's done for me. I want to be as inclusive and pro-unity as I can. You come for me, you better sharpen your claws, but my job is to be kind, because if you're going to be a spiritual teacher, a teacher of spirit, be kind. Teach by example, right? Simple acts of kindness, which is sometimes just listening to somebody, even when you know that what they're saying is batshit crazy. You be loving. You take a stand for that loving place of saying, no, it's really okay. I'm here. I'm listening to you. I want to hear. Like, ask questions. Be interested. That is way more important than showing them the error of their ways. And I know Aquarians love doing that. How do I know? I got a bunch in my life. One of them's a tech expert. It's different. I want him to tell me what I'm doing wrong so I don't blow shit up. Well, we got one card left. Save the best for last. I don't know about that. It's a little Vanessa Williams for me at the moment. But I love this deck. It is the brand new Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. One of my new favorite spiritual teachers. People have been saying, wow, you're really into this guy. I'm like, yeah, and I'm really into Carolyn Mason. I was really into Deepak Chopra and really into Marianne Williamson, 10 years ago. It's like, as a spiritual teacher, you don't have to reinvent the wheel every day. You just kind of take in what they teach, and I'm a Virgo. We're the intestines. You crap out what doesn't work, you integrate what does work, and then you teach it by example. Oh, I dig these. These are great. One side of the card is the name of the mantra, so I can look it up in the little bookie book thing, which I will do because it's a paragraph, but it's potent. A potent paragraph. And then the other side of the card is the mantra itself, where the more you say it and the more you integrate it, the more it's going to activate what it's talking about within your soul. So this isn't trying to make something happen, right? It's what do you need? You need to allow what this mantra indicates to not penetrate you from the inside out, but to rise up from the soul and express itself outside in. The little flare and a flick of the wrist. You ready? Nice deep breath. Still point. My masters. Now we're double dipping. You gave us the card of truth, so we need a little more. Please, one card in clarity. What is the healing mantra that this Aquarian collective sun, moon, rising sign needs, considering the Sibyl intention, truth, and show simple acts of kindness? What is the healing mantra that would be most helpful for them, that they need to integrate for this new moon in Aquarius, their sign, to full moon next in Leo, their opposite? Please, my masters, one card. There it is, kind of tumbled into my fingers there. Who we got? Sharing shame. sharing shame. Now don't freak out. This is a really good card. None of these cards suck. Matt Kahn doesn't work that way. He's very much about empowering and uplifting people, not telling them they're all wrong and whatnot. Here's the mantra. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. And yes, that can certainly be in a therapeutic thing, but because we've got an ace here and because we've got truth and simple acts of kindness, you might be the one who is more listening to. Or perhaps that act of kindness is when someone else is in pain, you share your pain. When I share my deepest pain, we're not just talking, oh yeah, once I cooked the pasta for too long. It's nice. No. But when you're really being vulnerable in that way, when I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be, and that can often be an act of kindness that allows somebody else who is carrying a burden to then perhaps voice what they are going through. I am going to read this from the book because I've gotten this one before, and please, who the fuck hasn't made mistakes? But carrying shame, which is very toxic, can often be alleviated, or if you like, alchemized, or if you like, transformed, or if you like, relieved through the expression of it. Sorry, what was this again? Sharing shame. LMNOP. QR, whoops, skipped over. Hello. Sharing shame. Ready? Nice deep breath. I think we'll need it. Sharing shame. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. When shame is shared, cycles of victimhood are permitted to heal as you find the courage to speak your truth. And this is certainly true in the era that not only are we in now, but really the past 20, 30 years, there's been a lot of victims speaking up, not just for social and justice reasons, but for that part of healing, of being heard, considering some of this shit's been kept in the shadows for centuries, if not millennia. Since abuse and neglect can only be perpetuated in silence, it is your willingness to step forward and share your life story that helps transform each wound and inspire others to be set free, even if that's not in a public venue. I know, Aquarians, you like to be egalitarian. You like to, be on the internet. I mean, the Aquarius is the sign of the internet as far as I'm concerned. But it certainly can be done in a rite of confession, which is what I hear pretty much every day when I do spiritual counseling with people, as well as it can be done through a counselor, a therapist, a psychotherapist, what have you. Once your shame is shared, you are able to honor yourself with the heightened encouragement, worthiness, and validation that you deserve to receive, because we are all on a spiritual path, and rain must fall in every life, and everybody experiences at least the wound of loss, not to mention the wounds of abuse, neglect, and codependence, right? The 4 ego wounds. So sharing that with somebody, right? Even if it is in a confidential setting, which is how I do readings with people. Rule number 1, total confidentiality, whether it's a reading or spiritual counseling. The info does not leave the conversation, although the client's free to say whatever they want. That vow of confidentiality is a vow I make to my gods, my angels, my masters. That's why I have the skill that I've had for as long as I've had it, because I do not share shit under vows of confidentiality. One little last bit here. This mantra is ideal for becoming more grounded. Oh, sorry, wrong side of it. This mantra, it's on this side, sorry. This mantra is ideal for revisiting past traumas, because how much fun is that? Expressing your inner child. Huge, great big huge healing, not just for you but for all of life, and finding self-acceptance. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. Sharing shame. So putting this all together, I really like this. Yes. So we start off with the Ace of Blades, really the foundational card, the Sibyl, the Oracle of Delphi, something new coming in. And with that, an intention to truth, which seems very much about sharing the shame, right? When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be, but with simple Show simple acts of kindness. In other words, you don't have to lop people's heads off. You don't have to put it on blast. You don't have to post it all over social media, do a vlog and then a blog and then a speaking tour, unless that's the inspiration. That may very well come down the line. How many people have done TED Talks as a result of sharing their pain and their shame? But remember, it's starting off as an ace, which is perfect for a new moon, particularly in Aquarius, a thought that serves the whole, W-H-O-L-E. It's a very, very interesting What Do I Need reading. My beloved aqua lungs, my water bearers. You're all so friendly and you all want everyone pretty much to get along all the time, even if that means everybody being implanted with a chip in their head. I know some of you. But overall, may the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising signs be blessed with all that they need for this new moon and full moon next, considering it's new moon in their sign, that whatever the new idea is, that it be of truth, and they're able to clarify their intention, to share their shame, to share their deepest pain, giving themselves permission to be, but with simple acts of kindness. Simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you, and feeling that not just in the hearing somebody else share theirs where you're able to share yours, but even if it is on a more public stage, that it's done simply and kindly and for the well-being of all. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon, my darling Aquarians, friends of the world. And as ever, wishing you the very best and the very blessed as I sign off. Check your other signs. Like and subscribe. Hail, farewell, and blessed be.